What's up guys, Day0 Gaming here today, and I will be going over everything we know about Year 2 and when we can expect an announcement from Ubisoft as well as the Ghost Recon team. So, UB this is the last real contact we had from a Ubisoft employee, and this was UB and this is quote, "I have been summoned, dot dot dot. When we have information to share, we share it when we have the go-ahead. For now, we can't share anything yet. There will be stuff incoming. I know that it can be really frustrating to be left in the dark, but please don't then take it out on the people who are trying to represent and help you. Personally, I have been helping with communications on Immortals for the last couple of months, so have not been as active on Ghost Recon Breakpoint. I shall be hoping to return and give input when I have it, alongside Blush, who has forever been here and been awesome." So when it comes to this information, guys, I'm sure there's going to be Year 2. There's a lot of cancel culture going around, obviously, and like that has affected a lot of Breakpoint's plans. Like a certain minority just take to Twitter and take to the subreddit that don't really play the game, and they just sit there and hate on features that we want, like a second raid. They're like, "Why is there raid in Ghost Recon? You don't even play the game. Why'd you care?" Um, that got our second raid canceled. That got our PvP updates canceled. That got a lot of stuff canceled. So if they can just, we just need to not let them get ahead. So that's Ubisoft's current go ahead right now. Is they're saying stuff's incoming, but they don't have a date on it yet, and they aren't telling us what it is. Delta Company is also in the dark on that. They have not been shared any information. Once they get information, they can say they have information, they just can't tell us what it is. So it's a little bit different. So Delta Company doesn't have any information. I believe Year 2, obviously at some point, they're going to open up this island right here. What they do with it, that might have been changed or canceled, but obviously it was going to be something to do with Project Duis and all that stuff. I'm not going to get into as much story details right now because there's so much story details. I'm just going to be getting into when a timeline is. So I'd say a timeline for more information might be either, is it called Ubisoft? Hold up. I'm pretty sure it's E3, but there might be a Ubisoft Forward as well. Let me make sure real quick. Ubisoft Forward. But I know E3 Ubisoft has been going to as well. It looks like Ubisoft Forward is around July. So it looks like we'll either have to wait until the Ubisoft Forward or until E3 2021. It might be a digital E3 due to coronavirus, so we'll have to wait and see on that. But I'd say timeline for more information, we won't get anything until Ubisoft Forward or until E3 2021. So that's April, June, July, around those months. So it's going to be a little bit before we get information on like a major content update. As far as like maybe a small event or something like that, or maybe just a bug patch, that will definitely probably happen before then. Like a bug patch, they could do, this month, and maybe add like an item or two that was on the cutting block. They can bring in and give us maybe a weapon or something. But when it comes to major content DLC, I'd say it's going to be until at least summer of this year. But I'd say it is coming. It is coming. It's just going to be a little bit because they had to rewrite a lot of stuff when it comes to the plans of this game. Like they weren't even going to bring AI teammates in. They had to rewrite the entire game scripts and able to bring AI teammates in. Obviously, they also just added the Rainbow Six teammates. That also took a really long time to get the scripts for and add the voice lines for. So, it's because that wasn't originally planned to add them as AI teammates. That's just been, since they added AI teammates, they decided to add that into the update as well, you know what I mean? So it's definitely getting to that point to where maybe they're getting back on track. I know COVID and stuff like that has had a huge toll on it as well. Hopefully that's starting to diminish a little bit. So this summer for news on an update, not even maybe an update, but the good thing about Ubisoft is they tend to like to do announcements right before something hits. Like I'm pretty sure it was either E3 last year or the year before. They're like, by the way, here's this new mobile game by Ubisoft. It's available today. There's an update for this game tomorrow. You know, like for this other game, and like they like to announce things at their events that are within a week or two of happening, usually. And then they also give some plans for later on in the year, like towards fourth quarter. And that's where you'll see a lot of things going on for Ubisoft. They'll be trying to push. I'd say there's going to be a Ubisoft, other than maybe a new. I hope there's not a new Assassin's Creed this year, but they're definitely going to try to push some major AAA title to try to bring their sales back up, because they obviously their stocks dropped last year as a result of games like Breakpoint tanking, as well as a few other games. So they're definitely going to be trying to add to the quality of these games, and then they're going to have to also bring up the quality of their next games in order to bring the consumers to them. So I guess there is something coming. It's going to be a little bit later than expected. That's the news I have. I will definitely have a story, what I think will happen with the story update, coming in a video soon. I just don't expect it to come for a while, so I don't want to hype you guys up too much. So thank you guys for watching, and this has been Day Zero, and Zero out.